Hello folks, this is Steve AB4Yo. I was uploading a video, prepping to publish one of my regulars, and the browser actually it was a YouTube channel, came up with a news item from just a few hours ago. And when I heard the address, I thought back to when I used to live in the Philadelphia area. I knew somebody kind of in that neighborhood. Went to night class with her at Temple University. And I know where she lived because I gave her a ride home a few times. That was quicker and easier for her than to get on the subway across from Temple and then transfer downtown to go out to West Philly. So this is the actual web page from that Philadelphia television station that has a YouTube channel. Quadruple shooting kills male, 18, critically injures teen in Southwest Philly. A Southwest Philadelphia street became a scene of terror as a shooter opened fire on 4 people, killing one of them. This was published May 4th, 2024. It's midnight 30, so they published this at 9 p.m. It's 4 hours ago. They always have to show you how the cops come out and put chalk circles around the shell casings. You know, evidence gathering is so important in these shootings. Southwest Philadelphia. A Southwest Philadelphia street. Oh, I just read that. The quadruple shooting happened on the 1000 block of South 51st Street. She used to live down about that much, but over 52nd Street. I remember at around 6:30 in the evening, 2 young men and 2 teens were sitting on a porch when the shooting started. When it ended, one of the young men was dead and a teen was critically injured. Next paragraph is, I think, kind of important. And I'll just say, nothing has changed in 60 years. Police say 2 parties were shooting at each other from across the street. Investigators found 26 shell casings Now remember this, and that, found 26 shell casings at the scene. An 18-year-old was rushed by medics to the Penn Presbyterian Medical Center with a gunshot wound to his face. He died at the hospital. Someone drove a 17-year-old. Someone drove. So that means the 18-year-old was so seriously wounded that nobody was going to pick him up? Or maybe he was... The police interviews say they're still investigating whether this was a joint shootout or an ambush. But it sounded like the people, both sides were doing the shooting. Both sides of the street. If you look at the playlist where I'm going to put this, I'm going to put it under Germantown. Go back and look at some of those, and you'll see how similar they are. Someone drove a 17-year-old to the University of Pennsylvania Hospital. University of Pennsylvania Hospital would be 5 or 6 blocks away. I know somebody from the 1980s who's on the faculty at the University of Pennsylvania, not the hospital. University of Pennsylvania Hospital. I used to ride to work back then with somebody when he was an Eagle Scout, was like an intern as an Eagle Scout, assisting certain surgeries. I think the lead surgeon's name was Ravden. I had something removed from my body by a surgeon at a West Philadelphia hospital, Mercy Douglas, and he trained under Ravden at, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just reminiscing. So 17-year-old was driven by somebody to the UPenn hospital a few blocks away. The two others, a 22-year-old man and a 16-year-old male, were taken to Presbyterian for treatment of gunshot wounds, and they're listed as stable. So there were a lot of hits. It doesn't say if all 4 of those wounded were the ones sitting on the porch, but it's early in the investigation. Now, when I looked at the Fox 29 website, I noticed next to the article that there was another article along here woman killed, man injured after double shooting within an hour, shots fired blocks away, injuring 2 men. So before that one we're talking about, just 2 hours earlier, a few blocks away, there was another shooting. Sounds like the Southwest Philadelphia I used to know. I'll show you what I mean afterward. So here it is, Fox 29 YouTube channel. 1 killed in quadruple shooting, 1 teen critically da-da-da-da. Okay? One killed in quadruple shooting, 1 teen critically injured. Now, we can see in the graphic a shot from the sidewalk, and we can see the yellow tape, and the cops are standing there, and there's cars parked along there. I don't think we can make that bigger. And so it's near a crossing street. They said South 51st, but what we can see by the fact that you see these other houses there, that means that it's just a house or 2 down from the corner. And there's a picture. I stopped the video. So there's the cops behind the row of parked cars. Now these are police cars, responders, but there's the, okay? And there, okay, so the 4 were sitting on this porch, because you can see that that's the only row home that's got the yellow tape. And the shooting was from directly across. Now let's pay attention to this right here. See that right there? You see that up there? And you see what that looks like in contrast to on this building here? So I said, Google Street View, 1000 South 51st Street, Philadelphia. Here's the sign, 1000 South 51st Street. You see those right there? Those look like the ones that kept flashing up in the other, right? So like I said, it happened. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, so it happened right there. Right there. You see that one right there? You see this? Do you see this one right here? You see it right there? It's the next row home. It's that one right there. It's not this one, it's the next one. Not this one with the brick. See the brick is right there. See the brick is right there. Have I got that wrong? See the brick is right there, so it's this house right here. So it's this brick right here. Now remember, the angle's a little different. All right? So the four were sitting here. Bang, 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 bang. Whoop, I got that turning the wrong way. So the shooting came from, now you see this right here? There's nobody sitting here, and it's possible that there was somebody here, which is directly, diagonally. So can we make sense of what the story's saying? So where's this? You know, I'm looking at their reporting too. I can see a white fence. I can see this going down into what looks like a driveway. It's not the road. There's a culvert of some kind here. Now, this is August 2019, so it's like 4 years ago. Maybe this was torn. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, now we've got it. This is 4 years earlier. You notice how the front of this looks like this? There's no curbing. You know, in those videos that I did in the series, I showed you so many row homes that were either collapsing or being torn down, or they were starting to fall, so they had to be, because there was a lot of reporting of house collapses of row homes. Now I'm figuring this out on the spot. Now I've got it. This is just about the right, let me close some of these. This is just about the right width to have been this, but it's torn down now. And then the person came up this alleyway and started shooting at the people here. And now it lines up better. They were sitting on this porch, probably on the, yeah, that's it. And the shell casings are down in there. See, I'm like a detective. I figured this stuff out. What was his name? The bozo? I can't remember. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Now this is South 51st Street. Yeah, 60 years later and nothing has changed. Steve A. before y'all. Saying see you in 73.